So these are the parts that come with the rack. So you got the aluminum fairing crossbar on top. You got the two side rails, 6 crossbars, the 2 mounting brackets for the front and back, 2 front pads and 2 rear pads. You know, these go on the OEM on the element frames. Here's just a little picture of how it's all set up. It comes with instructions. Pretty straightforward. I don't think any part of this is quite difficult. The only thing that might be a little tough is just deciding where you want to put the crossbars. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. The crossbars are steel, and the only piece that is aluminum is the wind fairing. Everything else is steel. These are the tools needed so you can install the rack, which we won't go over the video because it's already on there, but just to show you guys. And this is the hardware included and how they go together. Common tools and common hardware you find at Lowe's or Home Depot. So Adventure roof rack, pretty good rack. It's pretty simple, it's pretty sleek. Like I said earlier, it's pretty easy to install. Everything's made out of steel except the wind fairing. You do have an option to get, if you do want to add extra crossbars. You know, it does come with 6, but you could add a lot more if you want. You have 2 options when you get them. So you have the either all steel or you get aluminum. So I have 6 plus 2 aluminum crossbars. Pretty sturdy construction. So you could add a pretty good weight on top of here. I wouldn't go on top of here and start like walking on them, especially if you're a heavier set person, because they will bend a little bit, especially aluminum. It's gonna bend just a little bit, so I wouldn't do that. I mean, if you have to, go for it. Other than that, it's not bad. Like I said, these are the 2 little supports for the back that helps with the weight of anything you put on the rack. There's also 2 at the front. So there's 2 right here. There's this one, and there's one on the other side. These helps with the support, whatever you put on the rack, from the front end and the back end. Everything on here, almost everything on here is either a 3/8 bolt or a 1/4 inch. Everything on the side is a 1/4 inch. Most of the top is 3/8, just like these right here. 3/8, and there's some 1/4 inch all along all the crossbars. I don't see any cons to this. The only cons that I have, but it's not really a con, it's just kind of a hassle, is that when you start putting things on here, you're literally gonna have a bunch of bolts up here everywhere. 3/8 bolts everywhere, 1/4 inch bolts everywhere. I mean, it's not a big deal. That's kind of just what it is. But to that also, that's what the cool thing about it is, because with all these slots everywhere, you can pretty much customize this however you want, really. So like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crossbars here. I might be adding 2 more crossbars, because they have a skinny crossbar that they just made, which is half the size of this. So I think what I'm going to do is add a skinny bar at the front over there, since there's kind of a gap. I'm add that on top of there, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add one at the bottom here, sideways like this, so I can add something here in the back facing me, which I saw another element which I had it that way, which is pretty cool. I think I might do that. You know, apart from adding more crossbars from Adventure Truck from their website, and even like the skinny bars, and just pretty much customizing however you want. You can actually, if you want to go a step further, I've actually found websites, you know, where they sell the extrusion bars, just kind of like similar to what other roof racks have. You know, these, like I said, these have the 3/8 style and like a 1/4 inch style, where you just put these bolts in from the bottom. But you know, you've probably seen the extrusion bars where they have, you know, the top one that slide across. You can actually add that on here as well. That's what's pretty cool about this, because these are just 4 feet across, and you can find those easily. I found them on websites, no problem. So if you want to even go even further to customize the roof rack, you actually add those extrusion bars and really customize the bottom, I mean the top here. So that's what's pretty cool about this as well. There's a lot of things you can do. But yeah, not bad. Give it a thumbs up. But as you can see, we have the Overland Pros Raptor 16 on it here, and the rack holds it up pretty well. Easy. Look at that, very sturdy. And I just sometimes go back every couple of months. I kind of just go back there, make sure all the bolts are nice and tight, just to be cautious. Yeah, but not bad. Let me know what you guys think. If you're thinking about getting this, if you have any questions, just let me know.